This is both confidence in a future, and it is as well insurance, because our clients are going to continue to move to the cloud, and they are going to continue to want both that flexibility and choice, because it puts them in even a better position, Joe. So both ways. I am not concerned about our tariffs right now. For us as a company, we're a global company. We know how to move our supply chains around and the like. But what I do see with our clients are, this is a move that they're going to continue, and it's in their interests, irrelevant of what the economy is, to continue that move.
Hey, Ginni, what does it say about IBM's either commitment, or rather not commitment, maybe the challenge of Watson? You know, so much of the growth prospects of IBM for so long have been placed on Watson. Is this a commentary that perhaps you need to push more into a different place?
Not at all. We have always said this is about IBM becoming both a cognitive and cloud company. I've said that a million times for I can't tell you how many years now. And so one thing this does is this really unlocks even more for our clients on Watson analytics, open machine learning, because one of the biggest problems a client has, and I know everyone listening knows it, they can't get their data pulled together, and they can't get it pulled together safely and securely to feed Watson, to feed AI. And this is going to allow us to scale that. So this is absolutely, when I said, Andrew and Joe, Becky, it lifts all boats for IBM, I mean, I just walk right across our portfolio. Our hybrid cloud unit, our private cloud, our public cloud. Global Services has a huge cloud migration factory, 90,000 cloud architects, our AI, our Watson. This goes right on top of this, all in an open source world. This is actually good for all of IBM, which is why I'm confident about saying this is really great for our high value model. And as I said, revenue 200 basis points on our size is not irrelevant.
Drilling down on the tariff issue, just quickly, specifically as far as China goes, both of you, I mean, technology is paramount at both companies. Are you gratified, fearful, happy, sad? Is it time to take a stand against the way China treats some of our technology or our technology company? I'd like to hear from both of you on that, Ginni.
Yes. So listen, Joe, I think I would say we are a very strong proponent of fair and free trade, and that's been very clear, and it's been good for IBM, it's been good for the countries we participated in, I think it's been good for the United States. And when it comes to China, we've had a very positive relationship with China over the past, and the tariffs have not had an impact. I mean, we run many of the biggest banks over in China, and they need our technologies to do that. And so I look forward to it. I understand why we are doing what we're doing. And again, I'm a big proponent of free and fair trade. And in the meantime, as I say, business around 170 countries around the world, and the impact of tariffs has been de minimis to us.
And I would just say from Red Hat's perspective, we have a unique business model where all of our intellectual property is open and freely available. We actually get fairly significant contributions to projects like OpenStack, which are part of what we do, coming from China. So, you know, we have no direct concerns as a business around it, and China continues to be a fast-growing business for us.
Ginni and Jim, I'd like to hear a little bit more from each of you on the economy, just kind of drilling down a little bit on what Joe had asked before. We have this conversation around the table where we're trying to get a gauge of how CEOs feel in terms of confidence and how that translates into CapEx spending. You two probably both have a pretty good idea of how much CapEx spending CEOs are willing to commit at any point. I wonder if you could just tell us if you've seen that drop at all, if you've seen that pick up, or what your latest gauge is just in terms of the overall economy. Ginni, I'll start with you.
Yes, you start with me. We have seen this be consistent now. I have not seen, as Joe was just asking a second ago, about a change. I see clients still very focused on, as they move their portfolios forward and they're competing with new competitors left and right, they're very focused now on modernizing their workloads and taking them to the future. I haven't seen a change in that.
Yeah, I would say similarly. I think at the beginning of this year, we saw an uptick in spend and in momentum in IT spending, and that's persisted. I wouldn't say it's gone up since the summer, but it certainly hadn't gone down. Again, almost every large enterprise is working through some form of digital transformation, and that requires significant investments in technology. And so I think that's why we're seeing that persist as we go forward.